you are a non-vegetarian and
Yes.
I know you can resolve protein needs like that.
Yes.
But a lot of women also asked me about protein shake, right? I did consume, my protein shakes.
Yes.
What are your thoughts on that?
When you can't meet it naturally through the diet,
Yeah.
I'd definitely recommend one. Even for postpartum women that come to us for nutrition,
Yes.
Consultation, we evaluate how much protein they're getting in. And if they're not able to meet it naturally, though they'd want to first, make sure they get everything natural. And we understand that is what we focus on. But beyond that, if they're still, on a deficit for protein, then we encourage them to have a protein powder. And when we do that, whether it is whey or whether it is plant-based, we just want to work with clean products, right? That don't have artificial sweeteners and additives, but having the protein would do more good than not having the protein. Because a lot of healing, tissue repair, getting back your muscle strength, protein does a lot of that. And if you're just eating dals and chanas and maybe some curd, and that's not going to cut it. But not when your requirement for the body is much more.
Absolutely. Because a lot of women are afraid of consuming like protein shakes, like it's packaged, right? It's not.
And the thing is, on the protein labels or products, they wouldn't say I've not come across any that says it is safe for pregnancy. Or safe for postpartum. I guess they're just playing it safe. But obviously without that, that.
Yeah, because if you look at, I remember, looking up for protein powders in the US and stuff, because when my sister was visiting, I would probably tell her to bring, because I was not sure also at that point. They make specific protein powders for postpartum. I mean, like you said, it'll probably be less emulsifiers and so on and so forth. But we don't have that. But if you are able to read a label and if you can, seek guidance from a nutritionist, I'm sure we're making some good brands of protein powders right here that can be consumed. So you're basically saying it's very safe if you're consuming the right.
Yes, if you're meeting the deficiency that you might have.
Taking a quick break to thank our sponsor of this episode, Philips Avent, the breast pump that has made pumping super duper comfortable. Yes, it's portable. It's actually 3x faster in pumping and 2x lighter in weight. Basically, made pumping very, very convenient for all new moms. Let's talk about supplements. What are the supplements that a postpartum woman has to take? Because I have a lot of questions about calcium, about, iron and vitamin D and all of those. So what are some, of course, I know this is subject to, your tests and what your doctor has suggested, but there will be some supplements which has to be taken, like non-negotiable.
Yeah. So those would be calcium and iron, and also some, omega-3, depending on whether you're getting enough natural sources or not. But with calcium, a lot is taken from the mother's reserves.
Yeah.
Right. So through pregnancy and even postpartum, especially if you're breastfeeding. Right. So calcium, until you're breastfeeding, you need to be, on calcium supplements. Iron also is important. Again, because there could be a lot of, blood loss that has happened and you're healing from that. Some women get their period, though they're breastfeeding, much earlier.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So then you're, you're making sure that you're getting iron for that as well. But just with iron, we might not always need to be on a very high dose if your iron levels or hemoglobin levels are good post, delivery. So you might just need like a small top up dose, because sometimes what I've also noticed is just recently we had a blood, report come in for someone who was postpartum and their iron and ferritin levels had gone over the range, and that could be dangerous too. So it's good to check in, with your levels when you're taking supplements before and even after, just to see what the supplement is doing to your levels, and then you can adjust it accordingly.
Correct.
And fats are very important for, the baby's brain development and just your own recovery in terms of it being anti-inflammatory. So DHA is that, fat which you can supplement. For vegetarians, it would be through the algae source.
Yeah.
Right. It's the vegan one, and non-vegetarians can get it through dairy. But vitamin D also. Good
Vitamin
to be on a
dose.
maintenance dose.
Yeah.